Hello everyone, welcome to Ikhra Technology. So today we are going to solve some tasks of Python for loop. Okay, so let's get started. Here our first question. You need to create a program that prints the multiplication table of a given number using a for loop. The program should display the multiplication table from 1 to 10 for a specific number. Okay, so what we have to do, first of all we have to take a input and ask the user that which table you need to display. Okay, and print the table in the output. So first of all we will ask the user the input of which table we want to print. So first of all we will declare a variable for our input. So we will take a variable name as number equals to, and we will convert it into integer. Okay, and input, here our input is getting ready, so we will take input as enter the number to display its multiplication table. Okay, so here's our input is generated. Now we will print in the fstring method, we will print which multiplication or which table we want to display. So we will write number. So what number? Okay, so let's now start using our for loop. Okay, so what is the syntax of for loop? First of all we write for, and we can take any variable. So I will take a variable name as I. Now in, and we will use a range function, the curly braces. Okay, so the range function, what is a range function? Range function returns the sequence of number from 0 to what we have to display. Okay, so we have to display it from 1 to 10. So if we want to display it to 10, or we have to iterate it to 10, we have to write it as 11. If you have to iterate from 20, we have to write it 19. So first of all here we have written the range function. Now we will take a variable name as a result equals to our number into I. What is I? This a variable name. Okay, so what we will input, the number will come into I and it will iterate through 10. Now we will print, simply we will print the syntax of the multiplication table using fstring. Number into I is equals to our variable. Okay, so here we have done with the question. Now if we save and run the program, the user or the output will ask we user to input. So we will input 5. So here you can see the multiplication table of 5 is displayed. Again if we save and run the program, and we will take another number, as we will take it as 100. So yeah, the table of 100 is displayed. Okay, so let's move to our second question. String length. Given a string of length, use a for loop to print each string and its length. List of string is given, so we have a given list of string, and we have to print the length of the string using a for loop. Okay, so let's start solving it. First of all we will take the list of string from the question and display it. Here a list is displayed. Okay, now we will use a simple for loop. How we display a for loop? We write for, and a variable name, we will take a variable name as string in list of string. What is this for string? This we have declared. list of string. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find the length of the string. So we will declare a variable as length equals to length function, and we have to find the length of string. Here, length of string. Now just simply we will print the length of the string. We will use fstring method again. Now we will write here string has length, and what's the length means we have declared a variable name as length, so your length. Okay, so for displaying or proper option will write a single quotes. Now if we save and run the program, here you can see the length of hello, hi, what's up and hola. Hello length is 5, hi is 2, what's up length is 6, and hola is 4. Okay, so let's move to our third question. What is the third question? Sum of multiple of 3. Use a for loop to iterate from 1 to 30. Okay, so we have to iterate till 30, so again we have to use a range function till 31. Okay, to iterate till 30. Inside the loop, use a if else statement to check if the number is a multiple of 3. Okay, so we have to check the number is multiple of 3 or not, and we have to sum the multiple of 3 from 1 to 30. Okay, so let's start solving the question. First of all, we will initialize the sum variable, and we will take the variable name as sum of multiple equals to 0. So here we have initialized the sum variable. Now we will iterate through 1 to 30. So for iteration we will use a for loop. So what is the syntax? For, and our variable name will take it as number in, and our range function. So in the range function we have to pass from 1 to 31 because we have to iterate till 30. Okay, so in the for loop we will take a if statement. If number mod of 3 is equals to 0, then only we have to add the multiples of 3. So sum of multiples means we have initialized the sum variable plus the number. Okay, so here we have done with. Now we will simply print it using a f string. So we are printing it, so we are use the f string method. So the sum of multiples of 3 from 1 to 30 is sum of multiple. Okay, so if we save and run the program, here you can see the sum of multiples of 3 from 1 to 30 is 165. Okay, here the sum of multiples of 3 from 1 to 30 is 165. Okay, so let's move to our fourth question. Summing elements. Given a list of integers using a for loop to calculate and print the sum of all the elements. Okay, so basically what we have to do, we have to take a list of integers and we have to sum it all. Okay, so let's start doing it. First of all, we will take a list. How we declare a list? First, we take the variable name of the list. We will take the variable name as list of integers. Okay, so how we declare, you if you don't know how to declare a list, you can see our previous videos. So here the square brackets, and we will declare 1 comma 2 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 5 7 comma comma 9 comma 10. Okay, so here we have declared a list. Okay, so now initialize, again we have to sum it. So again we will initialize the sum variable. We'll take the sum variable name as we will take total sum equals to 0. Here we are initializing it with 0 because we have to add, and again we will use a for loop, and our variable name of for loop we will take again it as number in, list of integers. Okay, and for summing we have to add total sum plus equals to number. Okay, now here we have done with. Now simply we will print it. F, the sum of all the elements is total sum. Here we have done with the question. So you can see the sum of all the integers and the sum of list. Here we are displaying. Now you can see the sum of all the elements is 55. Okay, I hope you might have understood these questions of for loop in Python. Thanks for watching the video.